The Ravens are now on the clock.
See what I got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes.
The Patriots are now on the
One to
clock.
keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
I can hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and
The
poppin'
Bengals
in.
are now on the clock.
Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Cha-cha-macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
Look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up.
The Colts are now on the clock.
I'm lit, so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ on the ground is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cake by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
Work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, ducking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me on driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Can't afford a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
Work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
The Chicago Cougars are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The San Antonio Express are now on the clock.
Six rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams.
The Bills are now on the clock.
For all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. In blood across it where the blood thinner.
Vince Parker ain't no mess.
I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
And I put that on you. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drip.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Yeah, we hit. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I Spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now pull them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that
The Ravens are now on the clock.
I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
I don't know nobody, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me.
The Lions are now on the clock.
More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding.
Hey, I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pacing. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go places.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Already done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. On the man, suck it, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. It's that big of the guy.
Oh, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know nobody, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on
Hey,
it.
couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pussy and wild nonsense. You got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
The Browns are now on the clock.
But I went out and got it. Look at my milestones when you fill out the Dow Jones. When you look at my pocket, look at the flex. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess. It's all a finesse. Oh, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private
The
jet,
Colts
private
are now on the clock.
me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know nobody, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I get it.
The Packers are now on the clock.
At a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, complain what you saw, but you weren't with us.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
How did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I never bought in this pickup. Me being so big, me ain't being so hungry, I had to eat pussy. I just really get enough. Pussy with magic, she mixed it. Might have one of the function, we caught up the rhythm, she caught up her friends, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got
Hey, baby.
I did it. Yeah. Been up on fast.
Daddy.
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad?
The Patriots are now on the clock.
I can't because mommy's trying to run out.
Gracie, what are you doing?
That show?
Hey Amanda, I'll be done with this as soon as I'm done doing these upgrades.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
It won't take long. I'm pretty fast.
Sean, tell me a joke. What? Oh, that's crazy. I like that one. That was a good one. Real good.
And then
I really need to read
get
those
it.
The Jets are
What
now
is she
on
doing, honey?
Tell me a joke, Mom.
Amanda, there's those little square things on the floor.
Oh, shit.
Just so you know.
The Texans
So
are now on
bloody,
the clock.
sweet boy.
Man, there's a lot of upgrades. Jesus Christ.
I know. I've been looking all for this.
The
Oh,
Ravens
really?
are
Do you want me
now
to put your hair back like that? So it stays out your face? Like that?
No.
Okay.
Grace found my bullet. My bullet.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Are you okay? I'm just checking Daddy.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Mommy, give me. I'm putting steel out there.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Daddy is gonna be out.
The Seahawks are
Yep,
now
just
on
a
the
few minutes, maybe 10. If it takes that long.
Whoa.
The Giants are now on the
I
clock.
wonder if I can finally log on.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, you should try.
Yeah, I tried so many times.
Still
But
can't get
it's
in?
Still.
What is it saying? Site's down? Is it down for everyone? What?
But
What's it?
it's not supposed to be.
What's it saying?
It's supposed to be down. Programming is underway to make the additional 29 weeks of PUA available to all eligible
Are now on
claimants.
the clock.
This work will be complete by April 9th. To minimize and prevent disruptions during our core business hours, the system will be unavailable from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. weekdays and 5 p.m. to midnight on weekends from April 2nd to 9th. Individuals will be notified via email when the additional weeks have been added to their account. Well, they sent me an email today
Yeah.
saying to log on to theirs, but I can't.
Okay, so it means you have your extra weeks.
Oh.
The Chicago Cougars are now on the clock.
Whoa, Snapchat.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The San Antonio
On my
Express
phone? Later we can play. Sound good?
The Bills are now on the
Gracie, Gracie, Gracie. No. That's a no-no. Here, you want to sit up here? You want out? Here. Come on. Gracie.
No.
The
Which
Rams
one
are
do
now on
you want? You want the purple one?
the Ravens
You want
are now on
the
the
purple
clock.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. And I want a unicorn one.
Thank you.
And we match.
Oh my gosh, we do. We both have bracelets. They're really pretty too.
Unicorn on mine.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Unicorn. No, wait. Okay.
Grace, no. No, no, no.
No.
What's she doing?
She just poured just a little bit, a tiny bit, out of this can onto this plate. Oi, Grace, so she's got to get out.
What's that? Is that hot? Oh. Oh, 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 please. How is
Okay, I'm getting a call from Brian.
It's so emotional.
What's up?
And I'm emotional. And then I'm emotional.
What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
And then I'm emotional. And then I'm emotional. What? What the hell is what?
Yeah? Right, that's a lot of body work.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna
Yeah, dude. Yeah, throw the trade in. Yeah. Because what they're gonna do is, okay, if you come in with a trade, they're gonna try to, they're gonna undersell your trade. Meaning they'll how many miles does that truck have on it? Okay, yeah. So they're gonna look at it. They're gonna say, okay, that's at tops. That's $1,000 truck, right? So doesn't matter. They're gonna say up $1,000 truck, right? So then, ready for this? That's the only way to figure out what they're really giving you for the truck, right? Please do not let me talk you out of that. Keep your head that Blue Book says it's worth $7,500, right? Because when you walk in there, you're going to negotiate the price of the car to where you need to be, right? And that way they won't have any fat in it. So when they give you the price of the truck, they're basically going to give you a real price on your truck. So you'll get to know, because they'll tell you, oh, we're giving you $4,000 for your truck. You know what I mean? We still got to do all this work to it. We got to put a new starter in it, this and that. We're going to give you $4,000, buddy. But really, they're only giving you $2,000. You know what I mean? Because they're burying it in the cost of the car. So, that's awesome. That's good news, man. Aren't you excited about that? This day was shitty. Well, this day was shitty. We had that shitty ass,
The Cardinals are now.
Yeah. Did you really? Oh, that's cool.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
That consultation was bunk, though.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Okay, park. Retarded. No way. Yes. You're right. Okay. Don't think about the time. It's the space and the fact that he thinks that he's kind of pencil neck. So he's like, alright, work this. And it's like, dude, we're gonna sell half your shit at half price, bro. 50% of what gets liquidated on half price day. Like the stuff that's valuable, sure, that'll go day one. But most of the bulk of your stuff, like that desk that turns into a filing cabinet, that's a half price day.
The Patriots are now on.
You know, so that's the issue, man. It's like, and then he's gonna be the, and then we got split 3 ways. No, dude, come on. You know what would happen if we took that fucking sale, right? If I somehow talk you into it, like, bro, I'll do 100% of the work. All you gotta do is put your name on it. A great one would come in on Monday. You know, then I gotta be like, well, we could do it in May because I got this. Oh, and I was trying to figure out why you told me we couldn't start for a week. The SVOGs
are now on the clock.
Yeah. Right. Over old pencil neck sale.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Alright, dude. Yeah, bye. I'm almost done, honey.
The Bears are now on the clock.
To keep it real, you don't need to wait up, lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Give him my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on your body, you I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
I'm almost done. Oh, my keys are right here. I'm almost done, baby.
Okay, my mom's up there right now.
Okay, tell her I'll be done in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
Well, less than that, probably 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Syllables, yeah. Look at me, out of asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet a parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction, my thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave.
The Chicago Cougars are now on the clock.
Each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The San Antonio Express are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock.
I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she's
The 49ers are now on the clock.
like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. I can't take a look at chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On my wrist going stupid.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
She just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. With this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like
The Steelers are now on the clock.
if I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Houston Oilers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
He's a bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the
Watch
win.
Getting Power Moves Pursuit Awareness Playground.
Got me on top once again. Yeah. Yeah, I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Ay, now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that
The
I
Chargers
came up.
are now
I
on
know
the
my
clock.
granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
In the hills, how I feel righteous. New sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough. I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheel still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came
The
in
Dolphins are now on the clock.
Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Who was the dummy that died on the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what?
The Texans are now on the clock.
Rolling the dust. You with it, so what?
The Bears are now on the
A lot
clock.
for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again.
What kind of route running? Short route running.
Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
And then the Ravens, and we're done. Catching traffic, pass block, run block. Okay, here we go.
The Bengals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, head of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Time I was dying and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with the beast, I family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be.
The Cowboys are now on the